The past 2 weeks have continued to show the world the true colors of the European Union, with the continuation of threats over vaccine export bans by the EU Commission. However, this pales in comparison to the EU's desperation to try and blame others for their own failings. Italian police raided a vaccine storage facility which housed millions of vaccines last week, claiming they were stockpiling doses to be sent to the UK. The reality was different though, as what they found was vaccines labeled for EU member states, and some were even destined for export to developing countries for free. None were destined for the UK. This level of delusion and willingness to try and embarrass pharmaceutical companies, some of which have produced these vaccines on a non-profit making basis, and to try and humiliate the UK has somehow got even worse. On Monday, a large shipment of meningitis vaccines, made by UK company GlaxoSmithKline and destined for the USA, was blocked for export by Italian customs officials. Even more ridiculous, they have now demanded the vaccines are tested to make sure they are not secret COVID-19 vaccines. These are countries we are supposed to be friends and partners with, according to the Prime Minister, but evidently they did not read or understand the memo. Instead, what we are continuously seeing from the EU is a systematic attempt to try and undermine the UK at every opportunity. This is not just limited to the rollout of the vaccine however, but encapsulates the EU's every action towards the UK since we left the EU. This is all rooted in the EU's belief that above all else, they need to see a newly independent UK fail outside the European Union, even if this means going against basic common sense. The UK is starting to succeed and thrive now we are free of the shackles of the EU. So the bureaucrats in Brussels are rightly terrified more countries will want to leave. Who could blame them when you see the mess they seem to be making of everything? However, some good news. Priti Patel has finally announced the UK's new asylum and refugee policy to accompany the new Australia-style immigration points system. The new proposals are welcome reading for anyone wanting this country to finally take back control of our borders, and include measures such as ending the ability of lawyers to make last-minute appeals to deport criminals, as well as rejecting asylum claims if someone enters the UK illegally. This means asylum claims made by anyone at risk in a refugee camp will be given priority over those coming here via France and other EU member states, where they should already be evidently safe. This is important as in the first 3 months of 2021, the number of migrant crossings to Britain from France was 3 times as many as in the first 3 months of 2020. What is more absurd is these migrant boats continue to be escorted into UK waters and onto our shores by the French, instead of being unloaded from unsafe small boats and simply returned to France. Why on earth are we still sending millions of pounds every year to France to properly police these crossings if they are not doing so? I think it's time to put this money to better use and invest in more border patrol vessels of our own.